Do you wanna read a fanfic?
I guess I do.
Then come around to me. Let's search the net for the one true story that we feel like reading tonight. And I'm terrible at remembering lyrics of songs I heard only one time.
That's an actual song?
Yeah, of course, it's from Frozen. Oh, I sense your confusion. Any other song that's not Let It Go.
Yeah, I remember
It's
that.
hard. It's hard to remember
Yeah, I
them.
remember that Snowman song.
Yeah, it's one of the first ones. So anyway, that was aside. Okay, hello there. This is Madhog, thy master, and this other one is definitely not Devar Arkvaron.
Yeah, I'm a hedonistic actor. I was there once or twice in this same show reading
Yeah,
about.
so this is going to be our first fanfiction reading without Mr. Devar Arkvaron, Sir Devar Arkvaron of Britain. I hope he won't be missed for this one session. So, tonight's fanfiction has been chosen by Mr. Hedo here. And so, what are we going to be reading?
Winnie the Pooh assimilated by the Borg. Yeah, that's the title. And it's by a guy called Peter Malak, and it's ancient history, and it's from 1996. I found it from tvtropes.org, so bad it's good page, and there this thing was.
Uh-huh. Winnie the Pooh, assimilated by the Borg.
Yep. For those of don't know, Borgs are those things from Star Trek that have a hive mind and they are technologically advanced or something.
And they actually bothered. See what I did there? Bothered to assimilate Winnie the Pooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently they were on vacation, they didn't have anything better to do, so they found this peluche bear or something, stuffed bear that's kept alive by the rampant imagination of a child who's going to have a lot of problems growing up. And they decide, hey, let's assimilate. Hey, you stuffed bear, prepare to be assimilated. Resistance is futile. So that happened, apparently. Well, if anything, it's going to give us a lot of riff material.
Yeah, trust me, it is.
Okay, so without any further ado, let's just read this. Oh god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Why did I even wake up today? Anyway, so since you are the one who chose this fanfic, you start narrating.
Okay.
We change up narrators every paragraph.
Yeah. They are marked here. Yeah, so okay, let's start. Rabbit was in his carrot patch looking over his year's crop.
Oh yeah, because there is a rabbit named Rabbit.
Yeah.
Creativity.
Okay.
Who does Rabbit?
Well,
I don't remember any of the voices from the cartoon from the 90s, which is the one I used to watch. So yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of improvisation here.
Yeah.
We're not going to get the voices right, basically.
Yeah, I remember some of them, so I can try. My oh my carrots are smaller than normal.
Your carrots?
Yeah, it's at least carrots, not carrots. Carrots.
Okay, I admit I'm lacking some fundamental knowledge in my Winnie the Pooh lore. Is rabbit supposed to be a metaphor for ignorant, full of themselves kind of people?
Yeah, kind of. Rabbit's main thing is being egotistical and
So it's basically Squidward, without the torture porn. Okay, I get it. Let's go on.
Okay. My carrots are smaller than normal this year. I don't know how I shall survive this winter. My oh my oh my. Rabbit was so...
One line of this character from this guy already. I wish the Borg were here and started assimilating.
Yeah. Rabbit was so busy in fretting over his carrots that he didn't take notice of the unusual creature that appeared in thin air behind him.
My wish has been granted. I am God. Okay, next thing. I wish I had money and lots of babes.
We all
Aww.
do. At the far end of his garden, the creature was half man and half machine. It had strange...
How would you know how machines look like? I thought those were this. What's the place called? The Wood of 1,000 Acres or something?
Well, this is told by the omnipotential narrator, so maybe he doesn't know.
Whatever.
It had strange...
by the way, omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
The word you're looking for is omnipotent.
Yeah.
And perhaps the better word would be omniscient.
Semantics.
Semantics are important.
It has strange armor on that made strange noises as it
Do
walked.
not diss the semantics.
Hey, I'm trying to read a story here.
Yeah, sure. And I'm trying to distract you from it.
Yeah. Its face was completely devoid of color, and it had hoses projecting out of its chest leading up to its head. It began moving toward Rabbit. Rabbit was beginning to look over his cabbage patch.
What? Cabbage patch? Really?
Yeah,
Cabbage?
Yeah, none of the vegetables so far are correctly grammared.
Are we sure it's the author and not the character who's actually dyslexic, so to speak?
I have no idea. On the other hand, there is a character called Tigger with the two
Oh
Gs.
yeah, I remember this character's being very not. Okay, Winnie the Pooh is promoting analphabetism to our young children. It should be stopped. It must be stopped. Their future generation depends on it.
Yeah, anyway, when he fancied he heard something, he turned to see this creature lumbering toward him, right through his beloved rutabaga patch. Stop!
Rutabaga?
Rutabaga.
What the flying Flintstone is rutabaga?
I have no idea. Stop! He shouted. Go back! The creature paid no attention to him and continued toward him. Now, if Reddit had watched television, in particular, if he had watched Star Trek, The Next Generation...
I don't think they have television in the wood.
Yeah. He would have instantly recognized the creature as a Borg. However, Rabbit did not watch...
Or a really bad cosplay of a Borg.
Yeah. However, Rabbit did not watch television, as he did not have a television.
Duh.
The creature reached Rabbit and he started to cry.
And also, there was not internet in 1996, so that's also a problem.
Then how this got into the net? Mysterious.
That's how.
Yeah.
Mystery.
Why, oh why, Rabbit murmured. Why did you destroy my rutabaga patch?
I'm not going to sleep at night because of the rutabaga patch.
The Borg said no attention to him and instead proclaimed in a doomsday voice.
You will take me to Pooh Bear.
Rabbit
Really?
looked... Yeah.
Really? Really? Okay, let's go with this.
Rabbit looked up at the Borg and said, What about my rutabags? The Borg replied,
Rutabagas are irrelevant. You must comply.
Rabbit became very defensive when he heard that rutabags were irrelevant. And if I don't?
Then you will die. Oh, wait. No, I had to do the voice for this. Then you will die. You
Rabbit
know, it's
never.
like, I had to do Ganon in that horrible Link game from the
Yeah,
CDI.
I've
Then
heard
you
it
will
too.
die.
Rabbit never felt the Borg armature hit him that swung up at him. The Borg continued on its way.
Oh, so they just killed off Rabbit like that.
Yeah,
Well, isn't that nice?
yeah. There has been a while since I've read it, so I don't remember yet. Is he still alive or not?
Yeah.
I highly doubt.
Okay, there is a change in the paragraph, so I shall be narrating from now on, until the next one at least.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh was in his housey. Housey?
Okay,
What?
so it's not
What?
only the
What?
vegetables that are incorrectly.
What? What? Housey? What?
Maybe it's some 90s slang.
No, I think this is how the book was written. The style is this. I don't know. It wouldn't be too weird otherwise.
Yeah, I've read the Finnish version of the book, but I don't remember there being so much spelling errors.
Performing his stomach exercises. The stomach exercises, eh?
Yeah.
Hop, hop, down, touch the ground, put me in the mood, swing up, down, hop, down to, in the mood for food. Oh,
Ooh.
bother. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you were the narrator.
Pooh Bear. I thought his name was Winnie the Pooh, but okay, whatever. Pooh Bear. And we're not going to make dirty jokes with his name because the fanfiction is already doing that work for us. But seriously, what kind of a name is Winnie the Pooh anyway? What does Pooh means in this context?
Yeah, I remember that the Winnie part was from a bear and the Pooh part was from a swan. So I don't know.
Whatever, I am not going to question the logic of a old novel from, what, half a century ago? Anyway, Pooh Bear then went to his cabinet to look for a pot full of honey. Honey! With two N's and no O. Honey, that's how it's spelled, folks.
Yeah.
Okay. Since he had eaten most of it up, and being a bear of very little brain, he began rummaging through his cabinet. Yes, that's Winnie the Pooh, definitely. And as he dug deeper into it, he took no notice of the Borg moving toward his house. And as he shouldn't have. After all, it was still about 100 yards away, but it was picking up speed rapidly because Borgs are slow. I get it. Pooh Bear cannot get over the stupidity of that. Pooh Bear found a pot full of honey and began eating it. He stuck his nose and mouth into it, and pretty soon his whole face was in it. As a result, he didn't see the Borg smash down his door. Well, things have escalated quickly.
Yeah.
He heard it though. Who's there? If you would, turn around, you might actually see who's there, Winnie the Pooh. He muffled through his honey pot. The Borg did not respond. Instead, it grabbed him rather roughly and pulled the honey pot off of his face. Hey, Pooh Bear said, what about my lunch? Lunch is irrelevant. It has been decided that a stuffed animal voice will speak for us in all communications in the 100-acre wood. You have been chosen to be that voice. There are a few things wrong with your plan, but whatever. Pooh Bear, being a bear of very little brain, again, we know that, you said that already, did not quite understand the Borg, so he complied as the Borg picked him up and took him outside. Owl, oh I remember Owl, he was the know-it-all type.
Yeah.
Owl was up in a tree some distance away, and yet he doesn't even know how to pronounce school. Oh yes, I just went there. I remember that completely pointless Winnie the Pooh film in which they go to the school not knowing what the school was. It turns out to be a completely pointless journey that didn't bring them anywhere, and they ended up in the beginning. Ugh, what a waste of time.
But it had a nice atmosphere.
I've never been a fan of Winnie the Pooh. Truly, actually. Never. Not even as a child.
No.
Owl was up in a tree some distance away when he saw the Pooh Bear. Stop saying Pooh Bear! Could you call him by his name, please? And I did not read the original book, so I don't know if Pooh Bear is his real name or not at this point.
I guess in many languages, at least in Finnish, they just drop the Winnie part of the name and call him Bear Boo. Bear Pooh. Yeah.
Oh, charming English. And the Borg leave Pooh's house. He flew down to see what the Borg was and what he wanted. As he was flying, the sky suddenly grew dark. He looked up toward the sun and saw this huge grey cube-shaped thing approach Pooh Bear and the Borg. Owl suddenly became frightened, landed, and darted behind a tree. As he watched, the grey cube hovered over the tree in which Pooh Bear lived, and Pooh Bear and the Borg began to dissolve in green light. After they were gone, the cube emitted this strange blue light on Pooh Bear's tree. He continued watching, and the owls disappeared. Leaving this great crater in the earth, the cube then began flying away. Owl, seeing his friend Pooh Bear gone, began to fly after the grey cube. I didn't take Owl to be this brave. He had almost reached it when this blue light hit him, and he fell to the ground, unconscious. Sometime later, he woke up in pain. You do Owl. I don't know what kind of voice he has.
I must tell Christopher Robin what has happened.
Of course, because Christopher Robin is the equivalent of Megan in this universe. You know, Megan from G1 My Little Pony, the one that automatically solves everyone's problems, and treats everyone like helpless children with their pandering attitude that doesn't allow them to grow in the first place, and it's pretty much the worst thing about the original show.
Yeah.
So yeah, Christopher Robin, the know-it-all Mary Sue that always gets everything right and always set the record straight for everyone. I hate that kid. Owl, please, this is your turn to narrate also.
And that's all I saw, Owl concluded. Christopher Robin thought for a moment.
Owl, you're telling me that this machine man took Winnie the Pooh up in this grey cube?
Yes.
And you followed?
Yes, and I got hit by some straight slide when I fell to the ground.
We're so not having this conversation right now.
Yes, I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Yes, and I'm totally crazy and I'm going to have years of painful therapy ahead of me. Just to get this freaking voice, just to get my puberty starting. And Pooh Bear's house disappeared?
Yes. And Christopher Robin walked over to his bookshelf.
In some of these books I've read stories of half man, half machine people, but they are only stories, and in all of them they are good.
He indicated a copy of The Wizard of Oz.
Like in this one.
I agree with you, Christopher, but I know what I saw, and for once I'm at a loss of words.
Well, if you're in trouble, I want everyone here. Oh, fly out to everyone's house and have them meet me here. Oh my gosh, this sounds like call for the army. Oh, Christopher Robin is going to round up the entire gang and they're going to go Avengers on the Borg's collective behinds. What is that? It's like Christopher Robin is like Nick Fury. give him a high patch and an actual attitude. Oh, brother. It's going to be great.
All greatly relieved complied. Yes, of course, right away. He took off.
Change the paragraph again? Oh no, it's Tiger. Yeah. Or Tiger.
He was my favorite.
Yeah, I think he was mine too, but then again I was a stupid child. Tigger stood ready. He was ready to bounce. Eeyore! No, poor Eeyore. Poor Eeyore. I always felt sorry for him.
Yeah. No one cares.
Oh my gosh, he's the most depressed and depressing cartoon character. One of the most depressing, at least.
Yeah.
Just like last year, he thought, I'll bounce Eeyore into the water and get invited to his birthday party again. And he was thinking, he didn't take notice the sky was getting darker. Tigger was all ready to bounce when he heard something. He turned around and saw Pooh Bear standing about 10 feet away. But it wasn't Pooh Bear. Oh no! He still had his red shirt on. Oh, red shirt! They're the first to die. But now he had some black metal on his chest and some weird red light coming from his right eye. He has several hoses sticking out of his head, leading to his back.
I told you this was going to be awesome.
Oh, the awesome is not the word that's popping in my mind right now. By the way, I was never a fan of Star Trek, so this isn't helping.
Yeah, I've only seen the movies.
Tigger figured he'd bounce on Pooh like he always did. As he jumped, he collided with Pooh. Rather than knock Pooh on his back, you know what? Tigger is an homicidal waiting to happen. It's dangerous, I tells you. You cannot keep bouncing on people. You're going to hurt them badly. You maniacal git. He fell to the ground in pain. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, and I thought redonkulous was bad. He thought, nobody can stand up after Tiger.
It's pronounced Tigger.
Okay, nobody can stand up after Lion pounces on him. Let alone I'm going to call him Hobbs. Whatever. How Hobbs pounces on him, let alone hold him off. He looked up Pooh Bear. I am Pooh of Borg. Oh my god. I am Pooh of Borg. Wow, that's priceless. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
What? What?
What? Tigger asked, still in pain and confused. You will understand shortly, Pooh of Borg said as he grabbed Tigger. Tigger suddenly fell unconscious. Suddenly, like that, for no apparent reason. And both he and Pooh disappeared in a strange green glow. The huge grey cube hovering above took off. Unbeknownst to Pooh or Tigger, Eeyore was watching this whole thing. He knew Tigger was ready to bounce him, but did not expect any of this. He realized he should tell someone of this, but nobody's going to care anyway. As he took off towards Christopher Robin's house, of course he would. He didn't realize that his tail fell off. Again? Seriously, get some glue for that stupid tail.
Yeah, tail is...
Obviously that nail never worked. Anyway, yeah, change of paragraph once more.
At Christopher Robin's house, things were in an uproar. Gang and Roo were there, so was Gopher.
Kangaroo! Oh, Gopher! Gopher was my favorite character, actually.
Yeah, he was the mole, right?
Yeah, it was the crazy psychotic mole that I loved.
Yeah, he wasn't in the books though.
Who cares, really?
Yeah, Christopher was there pacing back and forth.
I mean, they took this character from Lily and the Tramp and put it in a show of Winnie the Pooh. Basically, that's what they did. There was a gopher in Lily and the Tramp, the movie. It was exactly like that. They took him from there and placed it into the new Winnie the Pooh show of the 90s. And he was the best character, so that tells a lot.
Funny. All
yes, he always whistles when he has this speech impediment. He whistles every time he speaks yeses or something like that.
Okay. Christopher walked up to him. Still no sign?
Still no sign?
Yeah, you were there. No, my good fellow, I don't know where Pooh, Tigger or Piglet are. I did see Eeyore making his way here though.
How about Rabbit?
I did see Rabbit. He appears to need help. He was laying down in his cabbage patch. I went down by him and it appeared that he needed help.
No da, Captain Genius.
Well, maybe you should have helped him.
Laying down?
It appeared to me that he was knocked down. Gopher spoke up.
Perhaps we should shooting going fair chop that stuck up Bear, Rabbit, Piglet, and Tigger.
Roo jumped up and down. Kang agreed immediately.
Kangaroo.
So did Christopher Robin and Owl. They were all set to take off when Eeyore rushed in the door.
I saw Pooh Bear, but it wasn't Pooh Bear. He knocked Tigger out somehow and disappeared. Then this huge grey cube above them took off into the sky.
Oh, Smiles, this would be some story to tell. Christopher thought for a moment.
Oh, you go out and get Rabbit. Oh, I think Christopher Robin suddenly drops his testicles. Whoa, what happened to your voice? Whoa, what happened to your voice? Did you suddenly drop your testicles? Bring him back here. Gopher, you go to Piglet's house and see what happened to him. And then I'll challenge you to a duel. Okay, sure, why not? Christopher Robin is now Yugi. Why not? Yeah. It's like Yami or whatever it's called. The Pharaoh. He's the Pharaoh now.
Okay. Right away, Christopher Robin. They both said and left in their respective ways.
Eeyore, where's your tail? It must have fallen off.
Eeyore said.
Again. We'll get it when the danger is over.
And the paragraph changed.
Okay. This is stupid, really stupid, but so far it's not even a third or half over the top as some of the really crazy fanfictions that I come across. It's really average. Nothing really all that mind-blowing or spectacular. It shows its ears. That's what I'm saying. It's not fresh.
Yeah.
It might have been spectacularly bad in 1996, but since then we have de-evolved in bad fanfiction writing. So yeah.
Yeah. It admittedly is quite steady paced in its middle part, but wait for the ending. It's going to be interesting.
Okay. It turns out Piglet was in his house. He was sweeping in front of the wind and the wind had blown him into a pile of leaves. Oh, Piglet, the most useless creature ever. He stumbled his way on the leaves and made his way back to the door, but he thought he was seeing things. Pooh Bear had some kind of black shirt on. I thought he still had the red shirt. Continuity. And a weird red light by his eye. Piglet walked up to him. Oh, hello, Pooh Bear.
Hey,
you want to
you
do
have too
Piglet?
many characters.
Okay, you do Piglet.
Hello, Pooh Bear.
Pooh of Borg faced him down. Piglet stopped smiling as he saw Pooh's face. There was no hint of friendliness in his face at all. Only an immensely scary evil. I am Pooh of Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. Honey is still relevant though. You will drop your honey pots and escort us to Christopher Robin. If you attempt to intervene, Tigger will bounce you.
Tigger? But Tigger's not anywhere around here. My honey pots, they're in here. And no, you can't have them. You ate all my honey last week, Pooh Bear.
Oh, Piglet actually being assertive. Has the world gone mad?
Well, there is a Pooh of Borg, so yeah.
Gopher chose this moment to tunnel up to the surface. What? going on? Pooh of Borg looked at him with red sensor scope. I am Pooh of Borg. Resistance is futile. You will drop your honeypots and escort us to Christopher Robin. Yada yada yada. If you attempt to intervene, Tigger will bounce you. Blah 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 blah. Done this already. Resistance. Blah blah blah. Get on with it. Get on with it. Piglet produced his honeypots.
Here they are, Pooh Bear, but you can't have them.
Then why did you produce them? You. Suddenly, Tiger of Borg. Tiger of Borg. Oh my. Okay, this sounds like less like Star Trek and more like Voltron Force now. This point, with robot animals. Appeared and bounced Piglet. As he did, Piglet was sliced in two by a strange white beam in a blue beam emanating from above.
Oh shit!
Gopher looked up and saw this huge grey cube. Terrified, he dug back into the ground. Pooh of Borg left the now dead Piglet and stared into the hole. We killed Rabbit. Resistance is futile. You will be a Wow, so they actually killed off two characters.
Yeah.
It was predictable, but still, it's nothing really all that spectacularly, amazingly, bafflingly bad. I mean, I used to worse. So, but still, that was out of nowhere. Change of paragraph.
Okay, yeah. In the meantime, all had brought a rabbit back to Christopher Robin.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, at the most inopportune time.
Did he bring back the cadaver?
Yeah, I guess so. See, 40 of Rabbit's friends had coverage at Christopher's house. Rabbit's
40?
birthday.
This guy has 40 friends. I don't believe it.
Yeah. Rabbit's birthday was in a few days and they were going to throw him a surprise party. But when they saw what happened to him, they were outraged. We must get back at the person who did this, said Handsome the lead rabbit.
I don't know this guy.
Me neither.
I totally agree,
said Story, another rabbit. One by one, all 40 rabbits said some variation of the same thing.
Okay, this is a bit confusing. Okay, there is a rabbit named Rabbit. But there are actual other rabbits who have real names. Why there is one rabbit that's named Rabbit? That makes no sense. It's like, hey, I have two sons. Hey, I have two sons. One is named Paul, the other is named Human. Because, it's a human, and it's called Human. Simplicity.
Maybe it's like the mysterious man with no name.
I mean, if he was the only rabbit in the forest, that would actually make sense for him to be called Rabbit, because there will be no one else of his kind. But still, whatever, I'm not going to question this stupid thing.
Suddenly, Gopher tunneled up.
Something's happened to Pooh Bear. He's being changed. He's bad, real bad. He killed Piglet, and he's on his way here.
Hanson spoke up. What about Rabbit?
Pooh said that he killed Rabbit too. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's not our Pooh Bear. Did you see Tigger? He was a rare card,
Christopher Robin asked.
Tigger is with Pooh too. He said he was part of the Borg, whatever that is.
Some time ago, Christopher Robin had divided the 100-acre wood into 360 equal parts.
What is he, God? I'm asking.
Yeah, with his house being in part 360.
Oh, wait. He's King Solomon. Now I get it. What, are you going to divide a baby in two next?
So the rabbits all decided to converge at part 359, just outside of Christopher Robin's house, to destroy what was now Pooh of Borg.
Are you sure that's wise?
Christopher asked. We must avenge Rabbit's death. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have carrots.
You mean to tell me he's the only one who's been planting carrots in all the freaking forest? Are you guys completely and utterly useless?
Yeah, maybe they were still novices in gardening.
Wow. Just wow.
He waved to the others. Come on, let's go! All 40 of...
You know, in Equestria, ponies have these cutie marks that basically symbolize one special talent. And yet, in that world, there are multiple ponies who are able to cultivate orchids. So what's your excuse, Winnie the Poohers?
Well, maybe because one guy does it, all the other guys don't need to learn it. Because
there are 40 rabbits. The guy has barely carrots for himself.
Yeah, they are a bunch of lazy. I don't know.
They're all going to die anyway. It's clear.
Yeah.
It's obvious. It's going to die. Come on, you don't have to tell me. I know.
All 40 of the rabbits stormed out to part 359. Should I follow? All said.
No,
said Christopher Robin.
Maybe they can stop this new Pooh. Are you for real? Are you? You're going? Let's be honest here, Christopher Robin. You're evil, aren't you? You're basically sent them to their death.
Well,
you did it on purpose. They're cannon fodder.
Maybe he's not just aware of how big of a threat this actually is.
What? You mean to tell me he doesn't have television too?
Yeah. I've never seen a television in Winnie the Pooh in any of its
I don't think there exists anything else outside of the forest in that story. Nothing else. There is literally an empty void of space outside of the confines of the forest. It's like a floating piece of land in space. Or maybe it's just an allegory for something. I don't care.
Although in the TV series he has human friends, though they are never seen.
Oh, so okay, so we have to take that at face value. I think he's a really lonely child.
Yeah.
All 40 rabbits converged at part 359. In hardly any time, Pooh of Borg and Tigger of Borg showed up. I am Pooh of Borg. You know the drill. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. You will drop your honey pots and escort us to Christopher Robin. If you attempt to intervene, Tigger will bounce you. Our contract stipulates that we have to say this freaking line every time we meet somebody. It's really kind of annoying, but then again our union sucks. One by one, all the rabbits were bounced by Tigger, being cut in half as neatly as Piglet was. You know, I thought there was a difference between bouncing and slashing. Apparently there is not. That is all except for one rabbit, Gordon. He ran back to the others. He burst into Christopher Robin's house.
Run for your lives! There's no way we can stop him!
Gordon then jumped out a window and ran away. Well, that's the end of Gordon, I guess. Pooh of Borg appeared at the door. Finally, Christopher Robin, you will come with me. But you can't live here. You're just a stuffed animal. Suddenly, a blue light from the heavens above appeared and eliminated all the ensemble in Christopher Robin's house except for Christopher himself. Christopher cowered in a corner. Please don't hurt me, he said in a tiny voice. Oh, I'm liking this. Yeah. I guess this author didn't like Christopher Robin much either. Pooh of Borg and Tigger of Borg grabbed Christopher Robin, and all three disappeared in a green glow, and no one noticed the huge grey cube hovering above. Why not? Of course. Christopher House's Fly Away. On its way into space, it fired a small but bright blue-white beam at Gordon, who was promptly fried. Okay, comeuppance, I guess. And no one... You're doing it wrong, by the way. And no one then heard the voice of many of Borg saying, Resistance is futile. The 100-acre wood was now devoid of life. And you thought this would have you thought this would have a happy ending. This was a terrible fanfiction. In fact,
there's one small little paragraph. Commodore Peter Malak, commanding officer Spake Dog, Sector 11001. The Federation's gone. The Borg is everywhere. Alternate Captain Riker.
The only way this story could have made any sense whatsoever if the ending was revealed to be, all part of Christopher Robin's imagination, playing with his puppets along with some Borg action figures he bought at a Star Trek convention. That would have made for a much more interesting story. Not particularly good or original, but at least not this completely forgettable, asinine piece of outdatedness. It's really not that good. It didn't age well at all. Yeah. It doesn't and it's not even that so bad it's good. It's just so bad it's boring and forgettable. It doesn't hold a candle to how ridiculously bad some fanfiction have gotten over the years. So really it's I'm going to forget this in about one day. Really, there's nothing.
I kind of like that last paragraph where it was kind of a haunting image of this one scary child is faced by these former friends who are now weirdly stuffed with machinery.
Obviously, you're not used to read dark fics. That's happened. That is something that happens to every beloved character, to be brought into really dark territories by some twisted sick author for the sake of it. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty much used to it. Heck, I used to be one of those authors of dark fics. Yeah. And speaking of which, why don't we read something I wrote in my younger days?
Yeah, I guess my school starts at 12:30 p.m. So
okay, this is a real short story. It's only 739 words, and it's marked horror suspense. Let me give you the link. I wrote this thing back in the day in which I was caught off guard, basically by Sonic 2006, like many others were. So I wrote a fiction starring Mephiles the Dark from that game. It's a Sonic fanfiction, by the way, a dark fiction, and I believe it's told from the perspective of Mephiles himself as he kills characters, basically. So this is not for the faint of heart, maybe, I don't remember. So if it's going to be I think it's going to be much more painful than the previous one. At least I hope it's that bad that it's actually entertaining. But anyway, let's get this show on the road. And I gave you the link.
Yeah, I Am the Dark is the name.
Yep. Oh well. Also, there is a little suggestion for the music you should be hearing while reading this thing. Dragula by Rob Zombie. I regret to admit that I actually had a Rob Zombie phase back in my youth, which I regret very much because, let's face it, Rob Zombie is a pretentious hack. At least when it comes to films.
Yeah,
the music, but the films, oh my gosh. Especially the last one, it is so completely, utterly baffling and ridiculous. I can't believe this guy actually think he is making something scary and clever. It's one of the dumbest horrors I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I've never seen any of his directorial
You haven't missed much.
Yeah, they seem like this modern
the
gore fest torture porn thing.
The first one was decent. The second one was was a tone-shifting mess. And then he started remaking Halloween. But anyway, let's read this thing, which has nothing to do with Rob Zombie, but rather Mathilus the Dark.
Yeah, I've actually seen some Let's Play, a famous Let's Play video about Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, so I do know these characters.
Well, that's going to be easy for me then.
Okay.
Okay, I Am the Dark, written by yours truly. I look around. Everybody's dead. Oh wait, someone still lives. No more. Well, isn't that a charming beginning? Get right to the point, I guess. I look around and everything is quiet. The mutilated corpses lie on the ground, one under another, in a lake full of their own blood. I misspelled there, but eh. Their organs have been eaten by the merciless vultures, who now scream in satisfaction for their delicious meal. I cannot keep a straight face. I was an angsty teen, maybe. The faces are twisted, deformed, frightened. Pure terror is drawn in their lifeless eyes, just the way I like it. Wow, the eternal specter of death has raised in this city a deep wound in collective's memory, a cancer. I made this all possible. Every living creature, animal or plant-like, is bound to suffer for the simple reason of being alive. Well, aren't we into postmodernism? Or existing. Life is cruel. At first, she says that you are special, unique, and you live for everything that she does for you. But then she betrays you. She takes everything back from you. She tortures, and in the end, she lets you die. Are we really pretending that life is an actual living person that... Wow. Wow, indeed.
I was just thinking this character's philosophy, and maybe it's kind of an experience to see what is after life. It's kind of an...
No, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's death. There's the void. There's the void. There's nothing. Death. Void. Thank you, modern German philosophy. Existence ends. Nothing. The void. Blah blah. Life is indeed sadist. Maybe I wanted to say sadistic, but anyway. She has all the rights to be. Humans deserve this. Okay. The disgusting human beings with their stupidity and foolishness. Those foolish fools have caused so much pain to themselves and the others in their arrogant efforts to fight life's injustice, in their worthless attempts of changing the natural order of things, in trying to become gods. I am the result of this madness. I am the result of man's greatest sin, of his stubborn illusion and arrogance to elevate himself as a superior being, and, ironically, I am the god who will put an end to this nonsense. This is my mission, and nobody will be able to stop me. I will end all life's sorrows by simply eradicate everything that there ever existed. Practical solution, my lad. And only then there will finally be peace. Okay, you know what's missing here? Him saying, "This is who I am." Shadow style. Oh jeez, this is a...
Yeah, at first I thought this character would be this "I want to destroy everything" kind of one.
Not only is the kind of "I want to destroy everything" villain, but he's also very, very pretentious about it.
Yeah, but this this couple of last sentences added a nice twist to it, as he sees this humanity as the ultimate evil, and he kind of watches himself ultimate evil and is being created by humans, kind of. So
Actually,
there's lots of self-hatred in him.
Well, yeah. Come to think of it, now there is this line that says, "I will kill all that lives. I'll consume it until nothing remains, including myself." He's a freaking emo git. That's what he is. I wrote a freaking emo git. With superpowers. Oh joy. "For this reason, I exist. I hear a noise. Someone still lives. Not for long." That's our Mephiles.
Can I read for a change?
Oh, you want to read? Okay, please go on.
Yeah, this is there's only seems to be one character speaking, so.
Yep, it's always him.
Where was I?
Not for long.
Oh. "I walk through the hill of corpses and reach a little house. I feel its presence. It's near. It's very near, and it is terrified."
You sound like a sexual predator.
Yeah, I wanted to add a little more.
Okay.
Just the way I like it. Okay, maybe I tried a different kind of evil voice.
Yeah, you can't possibly do this for more than one line.
"I find it in a corner. A little human girl, about 8 to 9 years. Her parents fly in the immediate vicinity, heads off and burnt alive, and her baby brother is still in the bed, partially eaten by the crowds."
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Yeah, these are dark.
What was I thinking? I wrote this thing. Wow. Okay.
"The girl turns her eyes on me, her face in the portrait of fear. I am proud of that. She's trembling hole in her knees, staring at my figure. Death is feeding by her soul. I decide that it wasn't enough."
Wow. Okay, so she just lost her entire family, she's terrified to death, she has no reason to live on, and yet you decide that is not enough. Okay, let's see what happens next then.
Wait, see, he seems to enjoy this being evil type.
Of course he does, I told you.
So say it would contradict my self-hatred theory. Oh,
No,
well.
actually, he's a nihilist. Okay, he wants to destroy everything for the sake of destroying everything, and that include himself. So, at least, so yeah, and he gets pleasure from it because also a super evil bastard. He's evil for the sake of being evil. Basically, there is not underlying. He is pure concentrated darkness that's born from the arrogance of humanity. So he does just that. He brings darkness. Yeah. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, where are we again?
I will indeed destroy the universe itself. But until that...
He's okay, worse than that. He's a Final Fantasy villain.
Yeah, they usually tend to destroy the universe.
Destroy the universe! I woke up this morning and I said I'm going to destroy the world.
Although they do kind of have a reason for it, because they're all very broken individuals and they really do it just for the kicks.
Police, give me a break. It's always the same thing over and over again. Oh, my mommy. Oh, I have mommy issues. Must destroy the world. Oh, I am unhappy for this or that other reason. Must destroy the world.
Actually, Sephiroth is kind of a different, because unlike many other...
Sephiroth is a freaking git. I hate that guy.
He doesn't want to destroy the
Yes,
world, but
yes,
to create a new one.
How is the dumbest thing I've ever heard? Well, he wants to turn the world. He wants to turn the world into some sort of spaceship to go into space and create new. It's gone completely bananas. That's what it is. Simple as that. It is not complex or interesting in any way possible. It's just a badly written villain who happens to look cool. That's it. Final Fantasy VII is overrated anyway.
Yeah, kind of, but it still has its charm.
Should we just finish this one, please?
Yeah. But until that, let's have a little fun. Fear is the strongest of all emotions. One can easily kill a lot of people, burning their flesh or torturing them into miserable demise. But without fear, it is all pointless, because it's when they reach the pure essence of it that the true joy begins.
See? What did I tell you?
Oh yeah. Her frightened eyes are now locked on my hellish ones. Suddenly her facial expression becomes delightfully grotesque, and the darkness begins to devour her.
Oh, brother.
Being alive, being poor in her greatest sin, and for that she would be consumed by eternal sorrow and fear in a dimension of pure darkness until the end of time. Until I will end time.
So basically, he banished her into the Shadow Realm. Okay, she's going to be company to Bakura.
But isn't it kind of a worse fate than death, being locked in a realm of shadows for eternity?
That would be the point. That would be the point of the doing that. And by the way, I appreciate that note of that orgasmic note you added to the performance there. It's really, it really feels like he's enjoying it. Okay, let me read the final few lines.
Okay,
the aforementioned darkness is altering her perception of reality, forcing her mind to live in an illusion.
While you're reading that, could I hum the Mephilev's theme from that game?
Can't think of a reason not to, but keep it a bit down, please. The aforementioned darkness is altering her perception of reality, forcing her mind to live in an illusion. The illusion of being bloody beaten and raped by horrible creatures. Oh my god! Again and again, until I want it to happen. I hear her screams, I hear them clearly, and I'm enjoying every single minute of it. I laugh loud and long, and then the cloud of dark eats her little soulless body. She will become one of my minions for a future use. My job in this timeline is done, but I still have more places to visit, more people to kill, and more emotions to feed off. And, as I said before, no one will be able to stop me. You cannot kill the very essence of fear itself. This is who I am. Oh, there it is. I am fear. I am death. I am sorrow. I am Mephilus the Dark. Drown in darkness.
Yeah. Dark.
And totally pointless.
Yeah, Mephilus doesn't seem that interesting of a
No,
guy.
I thought it was interesting only because the rest of the game was so bad it made him look better by comparison.
Yeah.
Although it does have a cool theme song, cool boss battle theme at least.
Yeah, I appreciate that soundtrack, and if there's one good thing that seemed to be in that game, it's the music.
Yes, I would have to agree with that. But anyway, this was my horribly depressing fanfiction that I wrote when I was apparently in a dark place myself, because that's what happens when you feel down or bad about things. You write stupid fanfictions. basically. So yes, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
I think we can close this podcast altogether. Do you have any final comments?
No, not really.
Okay, in that case, I am Madhog thy master! And I bid you good night.
And I am hedonistic actor. I bid you good night too.
You know, it sounds like you're having sex with your own voice.
Most of the villains do to have sex with their own voices.
Okay, time's up. Bye.
Yeah, bye.